Former Senegalese President Macky Sall departed the country shortly after the inauguration of his successor, Diomaye Faye. While the exact destination of Sall's flight has not been officially disclosed, reports suggest that he is likely headed to Paris, France. This development does not come as a surprise, as recent media reports indicated Sall's intention to spend his retirement outside of Senegal. However, one may wonder what or who Macky Sall might be concerned about. Allow me to shed light on the matter. The primary figure of concern for Sall is Usman Sanko and those associated with him. There are valid reasons behind this apprehension. To better grasp the situation at hand, let's delve into the background. Senegal, situated in West Africa, has enjoyed a reputation as one of the region's most stable democracies since gaining independence from France in 1960. Unlike some neighboring countries, Senegal has not witnessed a coup d'état in over 60 years. Nevertheless, recent events have put this reputation to the test. President Macky Sall's unexpected decision to imprison opposition politicians and postpone the general elections, initially scheduled for February 2024, has shocked many. The Senegalese people felt that their collective destiny was being manipulated by the president's actions, prompting them to take to the streets in protest a few weeks ago. Let's go back to the origins of this situation. During the 2019 presidential campaign in Senegal, serious allegations emerged from President Macky Sall's camp against Usman Sanko, a formidable challenger to Sall's presidency. Sall's entourage accused Sanko of receiving financial support from Moscow, claiming that 2 suitcases filled with money were to be delivered to bolster Sanko's candidacy. The head of Senegalese expatriates, Sorikaba, publicly stated that Moscow planned to send the alleged funds. However, the Russian mission swiftly refuted these claims, dismissing them as unfounded. They urged Sorikaba to refrain from making further such statements. Sall's ally asserted having reliable information that Sanko would receive the 2 suitcases of money within 48 hours, via Guinea-Bissau and the rebel region of Casamance. In a turn of events, it is reported that Usman Sanko, a charismatic politician who had campaigned against French influence, faced intense opposition from the ruling regime. After the events of 2019, where Sanko's bid for the presidency was thwarted and President Macky Sall remained in power, the year 2024 witnessed Sanko's resurgence with increased popularity and influence. The establishment, led by Sall, seemed to recognize that their French backers' influence was waning, and they feared their own impending downfall. Consequently, they allegedly conspired against Sanko and had him arrested in July 2023 on charges related to corrupting the youth. The charges were based on Sanko's appeal to disenchanted Senegalese youths who shared his frustration with France's perceived exploitative neocolonialism. These charges resulted in Sanko's imprisonment and disqualification from running for the presidency, alongside a separate defamation case. This move was perceived by some as a response to France's fear of Sanko and his supporters. Following Sanko's arrest, his political party, PASTEF, was swiftly dissolved by the authorities, ensuring there was no political platform for him to leverage in his pursuit of power. Additionally, Sanko's running mate, Faye, was also incarcerated but remained eligible to run for the presidency. Sanko, unable to contest himself, urged his supporters to rally behind Faye's candidacy. For Sanko and his followers, the rallying cry became freedom or nothing, and they quickly threw their support behind Faye. While Faye may have been a lesser-known political figure compared to Sanko, he shared similar ideological views and garnered momentum among certain segments of the population. Faye's political agenda centered around establishing a new national currency and renegotiating the government's contracts with private mining and energy companies. He believed that a reassessment of Senegal's relationship with France, its former colonial power, was necessary, as some opposition members viewed French economic interests as a form of neocolonialism. This critical review of the relationship between Senegal and France became central to Faye's campaign, drawing support from various quarters. However, France had much at stake now that Faye had assumed the presidency of Senegal, and this could be one of the reasons why the incumbent Macky Sall had sought to delay the elections. In a recent development, the Constitutional Court rejected the idea of postponing the elections, offering a glimmer of hope. Seizing the opportunity, the elections were held on March 24th, just 1 month after the originally scheduled date. Feeling the mounting pressure, Macky Sall promptly ordered the release of Usman Sanko and Faye from prison. This historic victory against the forces of colonialism and a significant triumph for the masses, who longed for genuine independence from France and the West, sparked widespread jubilation across the nation. A few days ago, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, an opposition candidate who was previously imprisoned, took the oath of office on Tuesday as Senegal's youngest and 5th president in history. Faye, a 44-year-old former tax inspector, secured a decisive victory in the presidential election, winning in the first round and defeating Amadou Ba, the candidate of outgoing President Macky Sall's ruling coalition. Faye's electoral triumph resonated with the nation's aspirations for change. During his inauguration ceremony, attended by numerous heads of state and regional representatives, including President Bola Tinubu of Nigeria, President Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana, and African Union Commission Chairperson Musa Faki Mahamat, Faye vowed to govern ethically and foster economic progress. This smooth transfer of power comes as a welcome relief for Senegal, which endured 3 years of intense political instability, raising concerns about democratic backsliding in a region of West Africa prone to coups and shifting alliances with traditional Western allies in favor of Russia. In his inaugural address, Faye emphasized his commitment to building a hopeful nation characterized by peace, an independent judiciary, and a strengthened democracy. Shortly after taking office, Faye wasted no time in appointing Sanko as the Prime Minister of Senegal, demonstrating his eagerness to commence work and implement his vision for the country. President Faye has highlighted his commitment to economic progress and stability. He aims to implement policies that foster growth, attract investment, and create job opportunities for the people of Senegal. His background as a former tax inspector may indicate a focus on fiscal responsibility and strengthening the country's revenue generation. Faye's emphasis on ethical governance, an independent judiciary, and a stronger democracy reflects his intention to uphold democratic principles and ensure transparent and accountable governance. This commitment is crucial for maintaining stability and public trust in the government. The presence of numerous heads of state and regional representatives at Faye's inauguration signifies the international community's recognition and support for the new administration. It also suggests a positive outlook on Senegal's diplomatic relations and potential collaborations with other nations. Faye's prompt appointment of Sanko as the Prime Minister showcases his confidence in Sanko's capabilities and aligns with their shared vision for the country. Sanko's role as Prime Minister will likely involve coordinating government policies, managing administrative affairs, and working closely with President Faye to implement their agenda. The Senegalese people have high expectations for the new presidency, especially in terms of addressing socio-economic challenges, reducing inequality, and promoting inclusive development. There is hope that President Faye's leadership will bring about meaningful change and improve the lives of ordinary citizens. With Faye's determination and the support of the people, many are optimistic that Senegal will experience a brighter future under his leadership. We encourage you to share your thoughts and opinions on this news in the comments section below. Your feedback will help us improve and deliver better content in the future. Thank you for watching and kindly consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video.